Hi, folks. Today I want to talk about Accor. Now, specifically strategies to get to Accor statuses in 2026. Now, Accor is one of the most practical programs for Indians, according to me. Three main reasons. Number one, there's great value to be had. Number two, there is great presence both in India, in countries around us, and also common tourist destinations that we would like to travel typically. The last point is the credit card partners. There is a number of credit card partners, and there is good value for the reward points that we are able to transfer from them. Now, the right Accor statuses can add a lot to the value and experiences that Accor can give us. I personally have been a platinum member for multiple years, and I have benefited from it tremendously. So now on the topic of Accor, I want to be very thorough. I am going to split this into a two-part series again. In this first part today, I'm going to cover strategies for forming the base to get to a good Accor status, what status is right for you. In the next part, I'm going to go into Accor specific tips and double dips that you all enjoy. So let's get started with this one. Now, before getting into how to get to a status level, let's actually look at the different status levels in Accor and what do they mean? What does one really get? What benefits are useful, important? What benefits are not so important? So on the Accor program, there are 5 levels that you can be. You start off with classic when you create the account, and you go up into silver and gold and platinum and diamond as you progress. Let's look at the benefits roughly. So for a classic, you basically get nothing of note except maybe a premium buy, right? So without any status, all that you get is premium buy. Now, if you get to the silver status, which is the first benefit that we start to get is the welcome drink. What do you mean by a welcome drink? As a part of your stay, you can avail for all the people who are staying with you one drink at the bar or at the restaurant, whatever you want, one time during your stay. They also have priority welcome and late checkout. Late checkout is, of course, subject to availability as always. Now, let's get to the next level on top of that, which is gold. The first benefit that you get with gold is what you call guaranteed room availability. This is on top of silver, so you get the welcome drink. Now, what guaranteed room availability means is that sometimes the room may not be available online, but they will make it happen for you. And I've actually been able to use it in the past when I needed to book a room in a certain city and nothing was available. And because I had gold at that point of time, I was able to get hold of the room. They will also try to prioritize you for upgrades and better software treatment. You can also have early check-in or late checkout, both of them, again, subject to availability. Now, until gold, these are all softish benefits. They are like generally good to have. The real climb really happens when you go from gold to platinum. In platinum, you get number one, the moment you get platinum, you get 2 suite night upgrades. What do you mean by that? It means that you book the lower end room, you pay for the lower end room, and you get a upgrade to a suite instead. Now, Accor has fantastic suites in some of the properties. There's also some benefits that also come with these suite night upgrades. For instance, a lot of times, say, hotels will have free airport transfers that are associated with their suites. I've been able to benefit from this on multiple occasions. In fact, you upgrade your room, you get a better room, you pay a lesser price, and you get a free drop to the airport. The other really big benefit is the lounge access. What is the lounge? Essentially, every hotel is going to have a special member only area where in the evening they're going to organize snacks and drinks, and there will be a place where you can sit and talk with your family. The food is substantial. Like a lot of times, I don't always go to the lounges, but when I do, typically I'm going to skip dinner after that. The food is of good quantity, good quality. It's all great. Now, beyond platinum, you do get a diamond, which gives you a bunch of things, complimentary breakfast on weekends. Platinum also gives you complimentary breakfast in APAC, which is Asia Pacific region. But platinum will give you complimentary breakfast on weekend in places like Europe on top of that. There's also some dining and spa rewards. You get about $100 worth of spa certificates, and you have the ability to gift the gold status. I don't think these are all very big. The big jump, the way I see it, is when you go from gold all the way to platinum. Now, one thing to note about Accor statuses is they carry over to the next year. What does that mean? If you had ended 2025 on a silver status, that means that you will continue to be silver for the rest of 2026. And similarly, if you potentially end 2026 on a platinum, that will mean that you will remain platinum for all of 2027 as well. Let's look at the requirements for getting to these statuses, right? So it's very clearly mentioned on the Accor page. Silver typically takes either 10 nights or 2000 status points. What are nights? Nights is basically every night that you are able to stay at an Accor property. If you stay for 10 nights in an Accor property, it takes you to silver. 2000 status points. Now, status points is essentially something that you earn for money that you spend on Accor. This does not include point redemptions. This strictly includes only the hard cash that you have spent, not including taxes at Accor property. This roughly comes down to an 800 euro or an 80,000 rupees kind of a number. It's a big number. Normally, to get to silver status, it means that in 1 year, you have stayed at Accor at 80,000 rupees spent. Gold gets even more steeper. You either have to stay 30 nights, which is a big number, or you have to get 7,000 status points, roughly 2.8 lakhs worth of spent. And then platinum, to get it normally gets to 60 nights and 14,000 status points, like 5.6 lakhs kind of a spend, more than that with the currency depreciating. And then diamond is much more than that. Diamond, you're going to get that 26,000 status points, or roughly 10.5, 11 lakhs worth of a spend. Now, these are big spends, and getting to these statuses normally is very, very hard for most people. Some people may have such stays, most people are not going. But by using the right strategies, we are able to actually achieve these statuses at a fraction of the cost. Now, let's talk about the first building block, which is called the All Plus Explorer membership. Now, this benefit technically comes in two variants. There is a paid variant. There's also a variant that you get as a part of a credit card membership. And I'm going to talk about that in a bit. Now, the paid variant, it comes in at 19,499 every year. And there are a lot of benefits which can help you more than make up this cost very easily. I'm going to highlight the important ones. So the first one is you get 2 Stay Plus nights in Asia Pacific. What does Stay Plus mean? Stay Plus is basically you spend 4 nights, you're going to only spend for 2 nights. So 2 nights are basically free, 2 nights are paid. Mind you, you're not allowed to redeem points for these nights. So 2 sets of buy one get one free nights. So you stay for 2 weekends and you only pay for like one night each. There's also red hot rooms, which basically is going to give you a few deals in which you're going to get up to 50% off. Now, mostly again, these are going to be revenue. These are not going to be point redemptions, but a 50%, 40%, these discounts are great, and situationally they can help out a lot. Now, 30% off dining and 15% off drinks across Asia Pacific. This can turn out to be very useful, especially if you're actually staying at a property and you go to the hotel's restaurant. These benefits will quickly stack up. Also, if you happen to go dining to an Accor property, you can apply this over there as well. Next biggest benefit, the way I look at it, is the 15% off on all stays. Now, this applies on top of everything else, right? So, even if you're spending, think of it like if you're spending 7 nights, you're getting virtually 1 night for free. It's a benefit that applies very vertically across the board. I think this is the biggest value of Accor Plus, even more than the 2 buy one get one free night. The last thing that I want to highlight out here of note is the 30 status nights. Now, I mentioned that in order to get to gold, you actually have to spend 30 nights or you have to spend 2,800 euros, which are all big sums. Now, just by buying this membership for 19,500, you're going to get 30 status nights straight. So you get all the benefits that you get with the gold status without really staying even a single night. It will automatically take your meter to 30 nights. You start enjoying the status benefits immediately. Now, there is another variant of this membership, which is a lightweight variant called the All Traveler. This is a variant that comes for free with the Amex Plat Charge and the Plat Reserve card. Now, Plat Charge is an expensive card. It's a 80,000 rupees card, and not for everyone. But the Plat Reserve is actually a lot more achievable. In the membership that comes with the Plat Reserve, you get everything over here except for 2 changes. Number one, there are no buy one get one free nights, right? So you don't get any of these, which could situationally work out well for you, because if you have a lot of Accor points, you cannot burn the points when you do the buy one get one free night, and then you sometimes get an obligation to use it. The second slight tweak is that you will get 20 nights. Instead of 30 status nights, you'll get 20 nights, which will take you to silver. Having said that, I did mention that silver and gold, there is not a big difference per se, so that is okay. Let me actually walk you through the card itself. So this is the Plat Reserve card. It comes at a 10,000 rupees fee. Against the 10,000 fees, you are basically going to get a 15,000 welcome benefit if you apply from my referral. So you get 15,000 points. Typically, these points you can get like 60 paise kind of a value. So you're putting down 10,000, you're getting 9,000 value right there. you're also getting the Accor Plus access. And then a few more things, lounge, and it gets you an entry into the Amex ecosystem. So it's a decent card situationally. If you're looking for the Accor membership, you could pick it up. This actually helps in a few more ways as well. Like a lot of times, silver may be better than gold because you get a bunch of double dips that I will talk in the next video that are applicable only for classic and silver that you don't get for gold. It is an easy path to get you a silver membership. I've added a referral link to the card in the description. But why a silver membership can be even more useful at this point is due to a fast track offer that Accor has right now. Now, this is the offer, and basically, here are the conditions. The condition is you need to be a silver member. You cannot be a gold member or a classic member. You have to be a silver member. This is what the offer says. You have to make a booking by 28th Feb for a stay until 30th April. And what will give you is that you will get a one-time bonus of 7 status nights. So you got 20 nights from the Plat Reserve. You stay one night, you are going to get 7 nights. So this takes you to 28. If you stay for 2 more nights, you are going to get straight into the gold status. If you really want to, you don't need to push it. But this is very important because if you are chasing the next status, which is platinum, this piece of the puzzle is actually going to become a lot more crucial. Now, there's another piece that can help you climb the status ladder, which is the all signature plan. This is a program that is offered by Accor in Brazil. Now, this can help you get to silver or even gold or, eventually towards the platinum status very easily. Now, this plan comes in many variants, but the plan I'm going to focus on is called the absolute plan. If you look at it, the monthly cost is around 649 Brazilian real. That is the currency. This roughly comes down to 10,000 rupees every month. Now, what do we get for these 10,000 rupees? There are 3 important points to note here. Number 1, every month we get 5,000 reward points. This is different from status points. These are reward points. These are the points that we can use to redeem at Accor stays. Just to reiterate, the reward points are pegged to the currency, which is pegged to the euro. And at today's going rate, 5,000 reward points basically means roughly around 10,000 rupees worth of stays. So, we are spending 10,000 monthly, we are able to get points that will pay for 10,000 rupees of stake. So it's a zero-sum game just by itself. If you subscribe to this for at least 4 months, you're going to get a bonus 5,000. 5,000 for every 4 months, it's like a 25% bonus. It is efficient to subscribe to this in multiples of 4 months. 4 months, 8 months, 12 months, and so on. The last thing which is very important is you also get 1,000 status points. We already talked that 2,000 status points is going to take you to silver, 7,000 to gold, and 14,000 to platinum. So if you subscribe to this program for 2 months, you're going to spend 10,000 plus 10,000, which is 20,000. You get 20,000 worth of stay and you get to silver status. If you subscribe to this on, say, 16th of January, you're going to get 1,000 on 16th January. 1,000 more on 16th February. So, come 16th February, you're already at silver status and you can then make use of the fast track offer if you wish to try to fast track yourself to gold. This will also help us tremendously towards platinum and so on. In fact, I will say that if you want to subscribe to it, it is probably good to subscribe to it 4 months at a time. If you do 4 months, you're paying 40,000 rupees, you're getting 50,000 rupees worth of stays. You also are getting the silver status. And if you subscribe to this for 8 months, this doubles, but you also get gold status instead of silver status. Now, payment for all signature is known to fail a lot with Indian cards. The pattern that I have noticed is that annual plan fails more often than the monthly plan, and MasterCard fails more often than Visa. So the easy thing to do would be to use a Visa card, maybe something like an Atlas if you have one, on the monthly program. That should hopefully work. If not, do try multiple cards. Something will eventually work out. I'm going to summarize that if you want to get to either silver or gold, the different paths you have is the following. Path number 1, you get the Amex Platinum Reserve card. You put down 10,000 rupees, you get roughly 9,000 rupees worth of benefits, and you get a silver status straight away. Number 1. Number 2 is you buy the signature program for 2 months. You're putting down 20,000 rupees, 10 plus 10. You get 20,000 worth of benefits. You don't get the Accor Plus, which gives you the 15% off and the food benefits and so on. You can buy it on top of that if required. You could also, put it down for 4 months in which you spend 40,000, you get 50,000 benefits, or you could put it down for 8 months in which you spend 80,000, you get 1 lakh worth of benefits plus a gold status. Number 3 is you buy the all Accor Plus membership straight away. You put down 19,000 rupees. For that, you get 2 buy one get one free nights, and you get a gold status straight. So these, to summarize, are the 3 easy ways that you can get to either a silver or a gold status. Now, going forward, let's look into the next part of the puzzle, saying you want to go beyond gold, you want to get to platinum. Let's look at all the strategies that we can adopt with respect to getting to platinum status. Or before talking about how to get to platinum, I do want to preface and say that please only attempt this if you're going to stay at least 12, 13 nights in an Accor property. Chasing status just for the sake of it, if you're not going to be making that much stay, is, I don't think, very worthwhile. The easiest path to get to platinum is actually via the signature membership itself. You buy it for 1 full year. For 1 full year, you're putting down 1,20,000 rupees. For that, you're going to get 1,50,000 worth of stay. So you're net positive with respect to that. What you also get is you're going to get 12,000 status points. Now, remember that platinum takes 14,000. So the delta of 2,000 status points, you basically have to earn that by spending 80,000 rupees at Accor properties. There's no other way around it. So basically, you buy this program for 12 months, you spend 80,000 rupees more at an Accor property, and that takes you straight to platinum. In my next video, I'm actually going to focus, I have dedicated sections on how to spend this 80,000 most efficiently. In fact, I've written about this strategy in detail on my blog. You can take a look at that. This is the same strategy that I have used for the last year to earn platinum status, and I intend to use for this year to retain my status and hold platinum into 2027. One very important point to note here is that with this strategy, you're only going to get to platinum 11 months from the date that you buy. Like if you buy on 16th Jan and you hold it for a year, 16th December is when you will get to platinum status, assuming you've spent 80,000 in the preceding year. If you want to get to platinum potentially even earlier and you want to reap the benefits of the status for a longer time, there is yet another way to do so. Now, it's not the most straightforward way of going about things and not something that I personally recommend, but by the looks of it, it still works. It is something called the Accor China program. Here is how it works. There are a few of these cards. They are called the Accor China cards. They need to be bought through WeChat or Alipay, and it involves use of either VPNs or getting a relative outside the country to do it. It is complicated. I will not recommend too many people to try it. I have shared a link with respect to instructions in the description. You get these cards. The last two are the ones which are useful for us. This one, the middle card, will come at roughly 20,000 rupees spent. The last one will come at roughly 35,000 rupees. What you get for these is you get status nights. 20 status nights for this one, 30 status nights for this one. Now, it is not explicitly mentioned in the terms, but what appears to work is that this can work in combination with the Accor Plus memberships that we've talked of. There is an important caveat. What works currently, and this may stop working at some point of time, is that the nights will only stack if you buy the Accor Plus first and then you buy the China plan later. So technically what I can do is I can buy the Accor Plus, which gives me 30 nights first, and then I buy the 20 nights China plan after that. I will get 50 nights. But if I reverse the order, if I buy the China program first and you buy the Accor Plus next, you're not going to get any of the bonus ones. You only get the 30 nights total is what you're going to get. This is the first caveat about this program. The second caveat about this program is it will cap the max number of nights you can get in combination with anything at 50. So you cannot do like, Accor Plus, the paid version 30, plus Accor China, the 30 night version 30. That will not get you 60. That will still keep you at 50. But if you do wish to buy it, these programs could potentially make sense. One thing that you get here is you get with the middle program, you get 1 free night stay anywhere in China. With the other one, you get 2 nights somewhere in China. So you're paying 20,000, you're getting 1 night in China and a fast track to status. You're paying 35,000, 36,000, and you're getting 2 nights in China and a fast track to status. So if you're anyway going to make a trip to Hong Kong or China, this could be worthwhile, but it is extremely painful to buy. It is extremely painful to redeem. Taking this into consideration, let's look at the different modalities that we have now developed. Now, the most efficient way, according to me, to get to the platinum status, if we go via the nights route, is step number 1, you get the platinum reserve card. This is going to give you 20 nights. Step number 2, you do the fast track. which will give you 8 more nights. Step number 3 is that you buy the China program, which is the higher variant. This is a 35,000 rupees variant. If you're having stays in China, it can probably make sense. And then you stay for 2 more nights, that takes you to 60. So you got 20 from the Plaque Reserve, you get 7 more for the fast tag plus 1 night you're staying. So that is 28. You got 30 more from the All China, which is 58, and 2 more nights of stay, which takes you to 60. So this takes you to 60 nights, this takes you to platinum. This is route number 1. Route number 2, you buy the Accor signature program for 2 months. What does this give you? This gives you the silver status come 16th of Feb if you buy it on 16th of Jan. Now on 16th of Feb, you do the fast track. This fast track is now going to take you to 1 plus 7, which is 8 nights. Now, on top of this 8 nights, you buy the regular Accor Plus, the paid version of the Accor Plus. What will this take you to? It will take you to 8 plus 30, which is 38 nights. Now, you buy the lower version of the China program, which will cost you another 20,000. This will take you to 58. You stay for 2 more nights. You can use the buy one, get one free nights that you're getting already. And that takes you to platinum. So that is route number 2. Route number 3 is probably a little more simpler, which is that you buy the 30-night Accor Plus, the paid membership. You buy the 20-night China, which is another 20,000, and you stay for 10 nights. This takes you to 60. None of these China routes are really recommended according to me, unless you're either going to stay in China or you desperately want the status early. So to conclude and summarize, I'm going to summarize it with 3 points. Number 1, there are multiple ways to get to either a silver or a gold status. It is not too much of an investment. The cheapest way is going to be the Amex card. The more expensive ways include the signature program or the Accor Plus membership. Number 2, if you are going to stay for 12, 13 nights or more, you can get to the platinum status most efficiently by using the Accor signature program and doing revenue spends on top of that. In fact, the Accor Plus can actually work very well with Accor Signature because that 15% discount is something that will start to tack and add on for every stay anyway. So that anyway helps. And the last point, number 3, while the Accor China program may be an option, it is painful to use and redeem. And I'd say stay away from it unless you desperately want the status early. That's it for this one. In the next one, I will cover the Accor double dips and tricks as I've mentioned, and ways to spend that 80,000 really efficiently so that we can get to the status. That's it for this one. Do subscribe so that you don't miss the next video, and thank you.